first time undersea tunnel live streaming with a clear view of the Shenzhen Bridge. If you want a bird view, we have the drones and the live streaming vans to have a panoramic view. The world level cross-ocean project is long and fast enough. Within 2 hours and 30 minutes, the driving distance between the two cities have been shortened, and across 11 cities they are connected. We have upgraded the 1-hour life circle with this bridge. To follow the major national project, the Greater Bay Area's main project, Shenzhen Bridge, is going on. And today this project is going to be put into operation for the main segment. And it connects Zhongshan and Shenzhen cities with the total length of 24 kilograms with the combination of the bridges and tunnels and so on. It is the most challenging cross-ocean project. It has the bridge on the west and the tunnel on the east, which lasts for 6.8 kilometers. That's the longest cement undersea tunnel in the world. And we have two artificial islands on the west and east. On the east island, the undersea tunnel can be converted into the overland highway, and on the west side, they can be connected with the above water bridge. And the main bridge, Lingdingyang, has a total length of 1,666 meters. It has broken many historical records. And there are 17 kilometers of bridge connecting with Lingdingyang Bridge. Now let's keep looking westward, which is about the Zhongshan-Link Bridge. The height is 223 kilometers. It spans over 580 meters across the ocean, and we have 8 lanes on the bridge. The speed is designed to be 100 kilometers per hour. After the main segment completed, the Shenzhen Bridge will be put into operation next year. And between the two cities, the driving hour will be within half an hour from the now 2 hours. And we have 3 reporters reporting to you at different locations of the bridge. We have the CMG reporter Li Weidai and Wu Meimiao in Zhongshan, and also Zheng Liankai, also from CMG, who will take the van from Zhongshan and then he goes to Shenzhen. And during his way, he will bring us live streaming. Firstly, let's listen to Li Weidai. What's the situation in Shenzhen? I am now standing in the starting point of the Shenzhen Bridge. On my 2 sides, we have the bridge under construction. As you know, the bridge is a combination of the bridges and the undersea tunnels and the roads so as to connect the different types of projects. Here, they have established such an eastern artificial island. It could be said as the gateway on the eastern part of this project. This part is the eastern artificial island. On the northwestern part, that's Shenzhen-Bao'an International Airport. You must be able to hear the buzzing sound of the airplane right now. And over here, that's the Fuyong port. It's a passenger port. And this east artificial island is shaped in T letter. And as to the functionalities of the island, it's just for the conversion and connection. So why does the island was the choice? Because, as I mentioned, here is an airport, and as to the air traffic requirement, there must be no high rising bridge in the surroundings. Instead, there could be such an island. What we are seeing now is phase 2 project of the flyover. And on the opposite side from where I'm standing, that's number 11 metro line. So every 3 to 4 minutes, there will be a metro train passing by. Behind me, that's the Yanjiang Highway. You could see 2 tunnels. Those would be the main tunnels connecting the undersea tunnel with the eastern island. For example, the traffic coming from Zhongshan will enter into the left tunnel, and after 5 minutes time of driving, they will come to Zhongshan. And for the vehicles coming from Zhongshan, they will enter through the right-hand sided tunnel and then connect with many highways, and they can reach the downtown area of Shenzhen, the Bao'an International Airport, and so on. There are more tunnels in the eastern artificial island. We are standing here in this location. This is the main segment of the tunnel, colored in red, and those will be the entrances of the tunnels as well. If you want to move to Hong Kong or Qianhai, you could go on this way. If you want to go to Zhongshan, Guangzhou, Dongguan, you could enter through this entrance. And then through that tunnel, you can go through this way. And if you want to go from Guangzhou, Dongguan to Zhongshan, then you could enter through this line to enter the undersea tunnel. And as you can see, many of those roads are drawn in the dotted line. They mean that they are under the water. So from this map, you could have a vivid impression about the artificial island in the east. It has a combination of airway, the passenger shipping highways, and the city trains, and so on. This place used to be the ocean before the start of the construction, and this island was built with a total volume of 350,000 cubic meters. The size is like a football venue, football course, and then we will have more decoration. The basic foundation construction and fire fighting facilities are put in place. Many of the builders are building up the walls, the anti-collision walls. All of the builders for this bridge are working now for the final operation day in June 2024. We are looking forward to its put into operation at an earlier date. Thank you, Wei Dai, for your information from Shenzhen. Now we will connect with Wu Meimiao in Zhongshan City. We've learned about the situation in Shenzhen, so what about Zhongshan now? Right now, I am here standing in one road segment, which is called Weilai Road, the trunk road here in Zhongshan. And over there, that's the direction of Shenzhen City. You could see the Sengyasan Bridge Tower in our camera. And as you can see through our camera, the roads have basically been completed. But for the other infrastructure, for example, the toll station, the ramps improvement, they're about to be completed and improved. You could hear the sound of construction work. On the east side of this connection road, it's Shenzhen. On the west, it's called Zhongkai Highway, connecting the downtown area of Zhongshan, Jiangmen. In the future, they will be put into operation simultaneously with Shenzhen Bridge. You may ask, for the main road segment to be operated, does it mean I could drive already on it? Theoretically, it means the islands, the bridges, and undersea connections have been completed. The work vehicles can mount on it, but as has been said, we still need some decoration work, some interior design work. So for the railings, the road lamps, the firefighting, pipelines, ventilation, or the road signs and toll stations, they are not there yet. So there is still heavy workload. That's why the bridge will be put into operation only in June next year. It takes about only half an hour later on, shortened from the now 2 hours driving distance between the two cities. Why is Shenzhen Bridge so important? Because it spans over Shenzhen and Zhongshan cities. Here, this is a map about the Greater Bay Area transportation. This is the Zhujiangkou. We have Nansha Bridge, Humen Bridge, and the Gangzhou-Ao Bridge. So we have a high density of transportation modes here. And over here, you could see the entire transportation network is A-shaped, and the Shenzhen Link is one important part of it. In the future, it will greatly shorten the transportation time between the east and west. And also, Humen Bridge and the Nansha Bridge will have less traffic load. In the future, the traffic flow will be about 100,000 per day on the link. As you know, in the Greater Bay Area, with only 0.6% of the total land area, it contributes over 10% of the total GDP in China. So it's a really dynamic area. So the Pearl River area is very significant as a transportation hub. We've done so many interviews across many cities, and I could hear the comments about the Greater Bay Area. And I heard that the people flow, capital flow, and the flow of materials must be efficient because such transportation mode could expand the development area of Shenzhen and also offer more industrial opportunities for the Zhongshan city. It could also contribute to the surrounding cities' development to build such a more well-developed Greater Bay Area. And the layout could be seen. Take Zhongshan as an example. From the transportation's perspective, in the future, the Shenzhen Link will be the main transportation segment. We also have some ports and bus lanes. When they are all put into operation between Zhongshan and Shenzhen, we will have more smooth development. And also for the talents flow or medical resources, we have already 400 different projects under construction right now. Take a look at the surroundings. This is called Cuiheng New District. You could see a lot of industrial parks, and many of the high-rise buildings are emerging. Another interesting thing is not long distance from us, there is a building standing upright, and on it there is a red banner which says 2 years free rent. That is to attract more investment here. So from all of those details and the macro layout, we could see that Shenzhen Link as a major transportation infrastructure will bring more vitality to the regional economy. That's all from here. Thank you, Min Miao, for your information from Zhongshan. We have another reporter, Zheng Liankai, who will take a ride from Shenzhen to Zhongshan. He will ride on this road connection himself. Hello there, where are you? I am now already on the starting point of the Zhongshan side of the Shenzhen Link. My colleagues introduced the progress of this project, and as to me, I will invite you on this ride. And here with us, this is the CMG van. We have a live streaming team. This is our satellite-mounted vehicle. It's a live streaming vehicle on the move. We have directors and 3 cameras. This is where I am standing. There will be a camera looking at me, and that is another camera. And on top of the van, there is another camera. It can turn, so there will be more directions for us to see. There are 6 channels today, so we will try to bring you the most beautiful scenes through the cameras. What about the other cameras? Here in front of us, that is another black van, and on it there are 2 cameras mounting on it. One camera can take a turn of 360 degrees, and on top of the vehicle there is the other camera. If you follow the marathon race, you must have seen such a black vehicle. So adding up together, there are 5 cameras together in the 2 vehicles. What about the others? We have a drone. We have 2 drones placed on the ground, and later on, the 2 drones will photograph from 120 meters above the ground. So you must be looking forward to what we are going to show you. And what about the route? We are now standing here, the starting point of Shenzhen Link, and then we will walk on this line, passing by the bridges. For example, Zhongshan Bridge with a major span distance of 580 meters, and then Wanqingsha Connect, and it will be connected to Guangdong Nansha District, Zhongshan and Shenzhen. And after passing by Wanqingsha Connect, we drive for 10 kilometers to arrive at Lingdingyang Bridge. It project has a width of 1,666 meters, and the height is about the height of 30-storied building. So it's magnificent. And we move on to arrive at the Western Artificial Island. And starting from that point, we will enter into the 6.8 kilometers of undersea tunnels. There will be 8 lanes in the tunnel. And I will come to the lowest point under the sea, almost 30 meters below the water surface. And then we will arrive at Eastern Artificial Island, which is about the end. So let's now mount on the vehicle to have more first-hand experience of this link. Now we are driving from Zhongshan City on the link. We are now driving at a speed of about 30 kilometers per hour. After initiating the engine, we are now about to stop at the first scenic spot, which is the Zhongshan Bridge. The total length of the bridge is 1,170 meters, and there are 2 towers on the west and east sides. It's shaped as the shape of a door, and it symbolizes the opening door to the outside world. And the height of the towers is about the height of 70-storied buildings. Now we move on. Zhongshan Bridge was put into operation in 2018. Now, the bridge has become a new landmark in Zhongshan City and also a fast transportation choice for the city. So today we will experience this fast track to experience the change of the Greater Bay Area. So this is about this part, and please follow us later on. Thank you, Lian Kai, for bringing us to the first-hand experience. Shenzhen Link has a curve in Lingdingyang, and that is a major project as well, and it has become a reality. It connects 3 cities, as well as the 2 city clusters around the Pearl River Delta area. 11 cities in Greater Bay Area are sitting all around the Pearl River in an A-shaped landscape, and Shenzhen Link is just one part of that letter A. I am now in the Eastern Artificial Island, which is the first undersea layover connecting with highway. I'm now standing in the ramp. Through this ramp, we can connect with Guangshen, Yanjiang highways. It can connect to Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and Huizhou. As a conjunction point, the Eastern Island has 4 ramps. The main segment of the link can be connected with the highways in the north and the south. According to the reporter, Shenzhen-Zhongshan are connected. If you want to drive to the north, you can pass by the bridge, but it takes like 2 hours. And also you can take the ship, and it takes about 1 hour. With the link in place, then between the 2 cities, the driving time is only half an hour. That's the fastest way. From Humen Bridge to Guangzhou Bridge, we have no connection. And Shenzhen Link filling the loophole. And it will improve the complex transportation system in the Greater Bay Area. As you can see, Shenzhen Link stands inside the A-shaped transportation network. It connects Nansha New District, Qianhai, and Henqing District. And also, it can lead to the eastern part and western part of Guangdong. We have another bridge called Huangpu Bridge, Nansha Bridge, Humen Bridge, and Gangzhuao Bridge. In addition, there are many other transportation facilities under construction. For example, we have Shiziyang Connect under construction. With those major connection points completed, on the two banks of Pearl River, there will be more frequent communication between the industrial elements and also for the information flow, logistics, people flow, and capital flow. There will be frequent and efficient flow, and they will contribute to the high quality growth of the Greater Bay Area. The link is planned to be put into operation in June 2024, and while the infrastructure is connected and also the soft connection is being improved across the banks as well. We are now planning a series of industrial policies to have integrated development of the area. This construction land sits on the western part. It's called the Future Science Park. The planned area is 380,000 square meters. It centers on smart manufacturing, modern service industry, and after completion, it can accommodate 200 enterprises. And with the link in place, the driving distance takes only 20 minutes. So it's very convenient for us to welcome the entrepreneurs from other cities. And we are now developing the Future Science Park. To attract enterprises, local government is improving infrastructure. Transportation, public utilities are basically taking shape, and the Shenzhen one-stop service lounge is in place. 400 items could be handled here, covering medical services and talents services. We hope to have integrated development of technology, innovation, and to build a landscape of Shenzhen plus Zhongshan innovation. We're also harnessing the resource, platform, and talents in the Shenzhen city to empower upgrading of Zhongshan industries. In the meantime, the two cities are planning to have the intercity bus transportation to have more convenient public transportation choice for the civilians. This year, they have already signed the Integrated Transportation Network Agreement. Right now, we have some shifts arranged, and every day they can accommodate 3,000 passengers. In the future, we will elevate that number to 10,000 per day. The Shenzhen Link will continue to improve the transportation network, improving connectivity of the transportation facilities and accelerating the alignment of the two cities. There will be another new cross-border connection, improving the highway network, contribute to the comprehensive transportation network in a modernized way. So connectivity will be improved, and across the two banks of Pearl River, people-to-people flow, logistics, capital flow, and information flow will be more frequent and efficient. I am now in Lingdingyang Bridge. As you can see, it's very broad space. There are 8 lanes coming from 2 directions. I will take you through the engineering lift to come to the highest point of the tower to see the sunrise, which is the height of about 270 meters.
那么顺着电梯上来之后呢，就到达了这个270米的作业平台。未来呢，这个平台呢就是给工人们养护大桥用的。大家可以看到啊，此时此刻太阳马上就要升起来了。那我们带大家呢整个的看一圈哈。右手边呢，这个像菱形一样的，像风筝一样的，就是西人工岛。那么这个方向呢，就是深圳的方向。那么这边呢，顺着手指走过去的方向呢，就是宝安机场的方向。其实现在呀，每1分钟在宝安机场呢，都有1架飞机呢在这里起飞。那么在我的正前方呢，就是南沙港区。那么在南沙港区呢，有60多条国际货运航线。这边左手边呢，就是深中通道的翠亨新区中山方向。深中通道整个贯通之后，未来哈，从中山方向到深圳呢，只需要半个小时的车程。
It will take only half an hour, which is very convenient. Now let's continue. Today, the undersea tunnel is put into operation, and the most important transportation node has been completed. And the total length of the link is 24 kilometers connecting Zhongshan, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. It has a combination of the tunnels and roads and bridges. The bridge is about 17 kilometers distance, including the Lingdingyang Bridge and 580 meters long Zhongshan Bridge. It connects Zhongkai Highway in Shenzhen and also the bridge that lasts for 17 kilometers in the east. We also have the two towers. The main tower is 230 meters high, and the tower is connected with the bridge, sitting upright above the water, and it spans over Henmen-Dong waterway. And the height under the bridge is 53 meters. Last June, this bridge was put into operation. And another key project is Lingdingyang Bridge. It has many records in history. For example, the offshore tower and the highest height under the bridge surface. Now, the reporter has already drove for over 10 kilometers and he's about to arrive in Lingdingyang Bridge. So, Lian Kai, where are you right now? Okay, Hudie. We are about to arrive in Lingdingyang Bridge. It's a very key project in the link, and it has broken many world records, and I will introduce more details. We still have some distance from Lingdingyang Bridge, but from a distance, I could feel that it's very high. And that is one feature of Lingdingyang Bridge. It has broken two world records. For example, it's the highest onshore bridge in the world. The main tower, compared to Zhongshan Tower, looks quite similar. It's still the door-shaped, but compared to the main tower of Zhongshan Bridge, this tower is much higher. Zhongshan's main tower is 215 meters, but for Lingdingyang Bridge's main tower, it's 270 meters high, which is about the height of 90-storied building. So it's very magnificent. The second feature of it, it's the highest below the bridge surface. That's about 90 meters below the bridge to the sea surface. 30 tons ship could cross by. And it can allow 75 meters high ship. It is a big bridge to accommodate the big ships, and it's also very busy. Every day, there could be as many as 4,000 ships crossing by the Lingdingyang Bridge since its construction in 2018. Now, even the construction of this project has no effect on the navigation of the ships. That is truly something. And also, as to the width of Lingdingyang Bridge, it's still a record. It's the widest steel-made bridge. It has a width of 1,666 meters. So since it spans over such a long distance, how can it be supported? On the two sides of the bridge, you could see the rigs. And there will be one set of 4 rigs. And for every set of the rigs, it can support 400 tons of weight. So the total weight accommodation is over 90,000 tons. The rig capacity will be converted to the screws, and the 2 rivets are weighing at 2 million tons. So if you calculate, you would know that those facilities ensure the high accommodation capacity of the bridge. So it has a nickname, the rivet above the ocean. In addition to the towers, another conspicuous site of it is about the railings. The longest is about 3,000 meters, and the total weight is 34 million tons. We cannot feel from such a distance, so I got a model. When I hold it, it's like 5 kilograms. It's composed of 270 steel poles. So it's very thick. And the main column is even much thicker, about 190 meters, 190 times more thicker. And so the length is about 150,000 meters long. Based on that number, we have to give our thumbs up to the builders. I've introduced the bridge, the railings, the materials, and achievements made by the builders. Now, let's look outside the window. The day is not very clear today. During these days, when we pass by the bridge, we could see Nansha Port in Guangzhou, and on the left-hand side, we could roughly see Bao'an International Airport. Since it's not a very clear day, we cannot see very clearly. And on the right side, it's Qianhai, and then further in the distance, that's Hong Kong, China. And now we are moving very close to Shenzhen. Next year, when the Shenzhen Link is completed and operated from Shenzhen to Zhongshan, and it will take only half an hour. So that's about 1 hour and 30 minutes shorter than now, and we are really looking forward to it. So that's all from this part. Thank you, Lian Kai. Shenzhen Connect is put into operation today. Shenzhen Link's major segment is put into operation today, and we will have to wait for another half a year for the final completion, so the builders are still fighting. And now let's interview 2 builders. They're actually father and son. The father is named Zhang Guojun, the son is Zhang Ming. It's morning time. The Zhang family are getting ready for the construction work. Now we have a tight schedule and we operate high in the air. Take care. I know, and you too. They were from northeastern China, and over the years, the son follows his father across the whole nation to participate in the construction of many major projects. 1 month ago, as experienced builders, they were selected to be responsible for the completion work of the Shenzhen Link. The two take care of each other, and they feel reassured with the company. The completion job is very important for any project. So now at this time point, because of the tight schedule, they have to work very industriously. And the father is experienced, so he's confident. But for the son, it's quite a challenge. How about it? Today, the job for the son is to climb to about 270 meters above the sea. They will have to install the lamps. So they carry heavy weight on them. As they climb higher step by step, it's ever more dangerous. It's the first time for him to climb so high. Seeing his son climbing higher and higher, the father feels nervous. Still higher? Lingdingyang Bridge is the major project of the Shenzhen Link. At the top of the rig, on the tower, it's about 90 stories high. So to install the lamps at that height, it's really a miracle. And now I am standing at that height. When I look down, I could feel the freezing wind on my back, and my legs are shaking. It's pretty terrifying. But just look at Mr. Zhang. He feels at ease, and they have about only 20 to 30 centimeters width to walk on. I cannot imagine how they are walking on that space. Hello, Mr. Zhang, are you scared? A little bit. Have you done something like this? I've done high operation before, but this is the first time to climb so high. And then they will have to install the lighting. It's very difficult to take a turn within the limited space, so the builders have to cooperate closely. And during this time, his father goes into the container. Within 10 minutes' time, the smothering heat will be torturing, but he has to work several hours. Whenever I come in here, it takes about one whole afternoon, and there are some ventilation windows, so when I cannot endure it, I will climb out to breathe. He says that I have to place down like 10 kilometers long cables, and he has to be very careful with the cables. So the father and son climb up and down, contributing to this completion of the project. Mr. Zhang is very excited after completing the installation of the lamps, so he come down to find his father. So, how long is left? 20 to 30 meters. I bring you a bottle of water. I'm not thirsty yet. Can I join you? The main segment of the project has been completed. So the father and son install the final rivets, and then the whole bridge is lighted. I'm very happy to bring my son here. I feel like we are adding more honor to the country on the international stage. We don't want to lag behind. For builders like the Zhangs, there are tens of thousands of them in this project. Those builders come from every corner of the country, and they take on different responsibilities. They are just like the rivets of a big project. If we can complete such a world level project, it's really worth it. We feel proud of ourselves. We are brothers, and they are all awesome. My best wishes to the Shenzhen Link and the motherland. Allow me to deliver you some knowledge points. The highest height from the bridge to the water. Why does Lindian Bridge has to leave 91 meters height below it? 91 meters is to allow the passing of the biggest container ships. So that's to meet up the needs of the big size of the ships in the future. Even the super large ship with 30,000 containers on it could pass by. The beautiful S shape. Just like a elegant dancer when crossing by the obstacles, usually they could take turns and leave behind a curve. So behind me, that's the S-shaped link. It's very elegant. The reason for that shape is that the drivers will not feel sleepy on the bridge. And also, there are so many water flow directions. So the columns have to be vertical to the water, and the passing rate of the water will be higher. Why does the Lindinyang Bridge has to be installed with the big anchor? They're so big, and they can carry tens of thousands of tons. The foundation of it is like the size of 17 basketball courses, and the weight of them is about 1 million tons. We can only have a view of 1/3 of its size. 2/3 are under sea. They are used for stabilizing. They can share some of the pull strength, and in the future, the weight of the bridge added by the weight of the vehicles will be over 100,000 tons. So why is the island in the kite shape? The reason for that kite shape is to have more effective water diversion. The west artificial island is sitting silently in the ocean, allowing for the water flow to pass by, giving more freedom to the ocean. For the tunnels, why is there such a wall sitting in the middle? And there are some holes in the wall. There are 8 lanes in the tunnel. So when the vehicles are coming from opposite directions, they can see each other. But in the middle part, there are 2 walls, and there are 3 holes in the wall. I am now standing in that wall place. The telecommunication cables are laid down there in the walls. They're like the central nerve system of the link. It's also the safe door. Once one side of the tunnel has any emergencies, the vehicles can go through the holes to come to the other side of the tunnel. The Greater Bay Area key project, Shenzhen Link, undersea tunnel is put into operation, which means the closely followed Greater Bay Area major transportation project is mainly connected. And the key transportation nodes have been connected as well. Shenzhen Link spans over the Zhujiangkou. It connects Shenzhen, Guangzhou, and Zhongshan. It is a combination of many transportation means. The total length is 24 kilometers, and it will be put into operation next year in June. And it's the most challenging ocean-related transport mode. And on the eastern part, the tunnel is 6.8 kilometers long, and it's the longest and widest undersea tunnel. There are 2 artificial islands, and the eastern islands can be connected with many highways, and the western island can be connected to the bridges. How can they be connected to the undersea tunnel? The West Island solves that issue. From the air, the total size is over 300,000 square meters. It's very big, like a big bird flying over the ocean. So our artificial island has some functionalities. For example, the water flushing, so it's feasible. In multiple plans, we come to the shape of this island. The West Island can have a connection of bridge and tunnel. It was put into operation at the early date, and it has high stability, contributing to the Shenzhen Link. It plays a very important role. In the beginning, the West Island is just a vast ocean. And it's like an encircled wall. And we construct on the sand. The height is 35 to 40 meters. The weight is 650 tons. The West Island is located in the sandy area, so it's very complex. So, in that region, we have to soften the land, added by the vibration. They can have very solid support. So within 4.5 months, they can be connected. And now we come to the core region of the West Island, which is the tunnel. And also we have the columns. From it, we can have very comfortable driving experience. And also, it's an important management site. Now let's connect with Zheng Liankai. Now we are in the West Island. West Island is in the shape of a bird. In the southern part, that's the tunnel. And it's the undersea tunnel. To be honest, it has a concrete-made tunnel. Now we are at the entrance of the tunnel. The tunnel has 8 lanes coming from 2 directions. In the future, it will be more smooth, with 4 lanes from 1 direction. Now we are trying to enter, and it's just like a yet-to-be decorated house. So what does it look like inside? In the future, how do they feel? I have made a short video, so please look at the short video to have more understanding about this longest and widest undersea concrete tunnel. If you don't pay attention, you will not notice the light shade change. And also, we have some special light reduction design. You could see between the several boxes, the distance is much smaller. The Shenzhen Connect is 6,000 meters long, and there are interfaces. There are 8 lanes. It's very wide. You could see they're not just for beautifying. They can improve the lighting design inside. We could see different light belts in different colors. And the ceiling has major functionalities. And there are some fireproof walls. The major function is to reduce the fire, especially the structure. And aside from the tunnel, we also use different sensors to discover the accidents. If there is a fire, we can just press a button and then ask for more time for the evacuation. And the Shenzhen Connect is like the central nerve system. In the middle layer, that's for connection. The above layer is for smoke evacuation. The people could run to the vehicle on the other side. After watching it, we know more about the safety functionality. We have calculated. It takes about 4 to 5 minutes to go through the tunnel. The undersea tunnel has 8 lanes, and there is an interface. Every interface is about 10.6 meters height and 80,000 tons. How can we install them? We have a core equipment, such an integrated ship. The total length is 194 meters. The size is about 2 football matches. It's very efficient. From above, it's like a rectangular clamp holding the boat in the middle. On my left-hand side, with the parameters, they can have autonomous driving. Such an integrated installation ship is have an autonomous driving system. It solves a lot of difficulties. From the X factory to the installation zone in the island, it served 90 kilometers, and the length of the navigation channel is only 200 meters. It crossed by Lingdingyang Bridge, which is the busiest bridge in China. It's about the size for autonomous driving. And the installation system on the boat will play a big difference. With Beidou navigation system, we could see the depths of lowering down, and with the axis we can control the position of the pipe. The controllers could know the exact location of the boat, and then they can have real-time monitoring. With the cooperation of multiple systems, they can have connection, and then they can know the pressure. So we have seamless operation. And the 7 nodes could be connected seamlessly. The Shenzhen Link, that part, has 32 different nodes and the final one interface. How to ensure that those nodes could be accurately installed? Beidou system plays a big role. We are now on the integration boat for installation. It's for installing the nodes. And on it, we can see the very special installation. That is Beidou. The major function is to guide the operational system to have connection. And we could have accurate connection, seamless connection. And as to the position, we cannot control that 5 centimeters error could be ensured without the Beidou system. And it's really difficult, just like embroidering. There are only 2 windows for installation. We hope to avoid waste of manpower. To use Beidou power on the land, on the boat, they have done thousands of tests to come up with a plan. And it could be very accurate at the level, and the position could be clearly shown on the screen. We could have level connection, so it's very high accuracy, much more accurate than the 5 centimeter requirement. So it's very stable and reliable, thanks to the support of the Beidou system. Next, we will connect with Zhengliangkai. Now let's see what's happening there. So what is the deepest under the sea in the tunnel Liankai? I'm coming to the deepest point of the tunnel. Here, we start from this point to enter into the tunnel. This is 39 meters below. It's W shape. And it's about 2 degrees in the slope. I asked the driver, "You don't feel very much in the car." But personally, in addition to hearing the buzzing sound of construction, I don't feel a thing. But the thing is, it's after all 39 meters below water. Will there be water leaking? Once there is a rainfall, they could flow down from the slope. Will there be a water leaking? This is the node. And the thickness is about 1.5 meters. In the middle, it's 110 meters length. That's the water resistance belt. It can be waterproof. And the life cycle is about 100 years. So many facilities are still not finished yet. For example, we don't have signal in our cell phone. But once the 5G connection is made, then there will be signal here. So that's all for the situation now. We will move on in the car. "39 meters below the water sea, that's the deepest point. We look forward to more experience." It broke many records. For example, 11 installation systems, and finally it's under 39 meters below the sea and with no water leaking as well. Now through a video, let's see. The node is about 10.6 meters thick, and number 1, number 24, and number 23 has played a big role. The interface is 2.2 meters long. And E22 is connected. So the final drawer is pushed out with the water pressure to have a final connection. So how can they be connected? Just like the seal in the cup. Finally, after connection, E24 can compress. And then the water will be pumped, so there will be a vacuum in between, and the two ends are connected more closely. And we also have to pump the water from it and then weld the steel wall. And in the end, the tunnel is completed. The correction system, the gliding system, and 11 other systems are placed. So it took us about 2 years' time. And with half a year, we ensure there is no error made. Today, Shenzhen Link is connected under the sea, and we add more achievements here. In such projects, we have the cutting-edge lead. The link is 24 kilometers in total length, and the deepest point is 39 meters below the sea level, and in the end it can accommodate 100,000 vehicles, and the driving hour is limited to half an hour after completion. So for such a large vehicle path, how can they ensure emergency rescue? I am now in the commanding center. On the screen, the smart emergency response system can quickly respond. And with one button, the rescue system will be initiated. Shenzhen, West Island, and Zhongshan, in total 3 rescue centers could be initiated altogether. So the smart sensing system can instantly give alerts. And then the information could be passed to the commanding center, and then through the emergency rescue smart system, the road traffic, hospital, firefighting could be contacted immediately, and a lot of sensors are installed here. If there is a collapse of the transportation, the emergency rescue port will be put in place. This is the port. It's about 1,000 square meters. If there is anyone hurt, and the vehicles cannot come in time, we will have some rescue boats. The West Island serves as the closed-loop infrastructure for the rescue. This morning, This morning, the CMG starts from Zhongshan to Shenzhen to bring us the live broadcasting. Right now, where is the vehicle? Let's connect with the CMG reporter Lian Kai from the tunnel. Lian Kai, now it's up to you. Okay. Now we are arriving at the end of the tunnel. I can see the light. And in front of us, that's the Eastern Artificial Island. This morning, our vehicle has followed the link. We have seen the bridges, the tunnel, the islands, and there are several keywords. The first one is fast, from Zhongshan to Shenzhen, from A shape to E shape. It's S-shaped road. Even though we have a speed limit, we could still feel the speed changing. I do believe that in the future, after the operation of the link, when the speed is up to 100 kilometers, you could have a better experience. And in addition, the link is not just a line. We have connection under the sea, so all the cities in the Greater Bay Area will have shorter distance to communicate. The third experience is enjoy. On my way, I feel the role of smart transportation, benefiting our future transportation. So it's not just a tiresome thing. We're very close to the vehicle and we're about to run out. Today, we have a preview. We look forward to next June so that the link can offer more convenience to more people and contribute to the development of the Greater Bay Area. Okay? So that's all for the information here. Thank you. Back to the showroom. Okay, Lian Kai. Lian Kai brings us to experience the main segment of the Shenzhen Link. We see the miracle of this super link. For this link to have undersea connection, we have to rely on the islands. So how are the islands connected? Today, we follow our reporter in Eastern Island. The Eastern Artificial Island is right next to the south part of the Bao'an International Airport. The tunnel is like the landmark of the Shenzhen end of this project. The ramps are connected with the tunnel, and the shape is just like a seabird. Before operation in 2017, this is just a piece of ocean, and the sandy beach locates here. It's about 350,000 square meters, the size of 48 football match courses. So the island connects the undersea water with the highways on the road. It's just like a hub for the connection of the road and the underwater tunnels. It's the first undersea overlay, the undersea flyover. We are now about 15 meters below the sea level. And I'm now in the undersea tunnel. As you can see, there are two parts of the tunnel. From Zhongshan to Shenzhen. The vehicles will be diverted, and then they will drive on the land, on the road. There are 4 such hubs. They can divert the vehicles. We are now at the masterpiece of the undersea tunnel here. When you come from Zhongshan, you drive straight forward, and then they can come to Jinggang-Ao Highway. And on the right-hand side, if you drive right way, for 350 meters, there are 2 choices. One leads to Hong Kong and Qianhai. The other leads to Guangdong and Dongguan. The undersea flyover is a closed environment, so the visibility is an issue. That's why the professionals have apps and software to modulate this undersea system. The walls have been optimized to be columns in order to have higher visibility. And also with intelligent assisting system, we improve the safety parameter. The link will be put into operation in June next year, and the cities around Pearl River Delta have also some softened policies. A series of transportation, traveling, and industrial policies are introduced, so the integrated development of the Greater Bay Area is accelerated. This is the construction site on the West Bank. This is called the Future Science Park. Shenzhen-Zhongshan co-built this science park. Electronics, smart manufacturing, modern services are the dominant industries here. It can accommodate 200 enterprises. It takes only 20 minutes time. First of all, as to market, many clients find it very convenient to come here, and the whole R&D is going to be put in the science park to improve the infrastructure. The city's forms and functionalities are basically in shape. Together with Shenzhen, there are 400 different items covering medical service and so on. Shenzhen Innovation and Zhongshan Manufacturing are combined together. While improving industrial policies, we also have the intercity buses, offering efficient public transportation choice for the cities. They have signed some agreement, and the intercity buses are opened every day. There will be 3,000 passengers right now. In the future, we hope to cover 10,000 people. The Greater Bay Area transportation network will be improved. Such connectivity will also contribute to the Greater Bay Area development. Shenzhen Link will be put into operation next year, and the highways will contribute to the building of a comprehensive transportation network and the connectivity of infrastructure. On the two banks of Pearl River, people flow, logistics, capital flow, information flow will be connected.